What you are looking at is what I consider to be one of the greatest stealth games of all time. I'm serious, this game rivals anything Metal Gear Solid could ever hope to do, at least in my book. But why is that? Well, let's see if I can explain why. Mark of the Ninja was developed by Klei Entertainment, the same company behind Don't Starve. The game was originally conceived by lead designer Nels Anderson, who wanted to make a stealth game with a ninja as the protagonist, given the strange lack of stealthy ninjas in games, which also confuses me as well. I mean, the two most popular gaming ninjas are Ryu Hayabusa and Strider Hiryu, and both of them are more or less one-man armies rather than silent killers. Sorry, getting off topic. The game was officially announced on February 28, 2012 as an Xbox 360 exclusive, with Microsoft publishing the game. It was released September 7th, 2012, and later ported to the PC in October. That's all I got for the game's history, so let's dive into that story.
We got the one that ran away, sir. They should all be killed or captured now.
The story begins with the dojo of your ninja clan, the Hisamu, being raided by a heavily armed force. The protagonist wakes up after one hell of a good tattoo session, and sets out to rescue his sensei from their unwanted guests. After clearing out the dojo of intruders, they are tasked with hunting down the group that attacked them, known as the Hessian Corporation, and taking out their boss, Count Karajan. Meanwhile, the man who gave you your tattoos tries to find out why the clan's sensei has ignored having a fresh supply of ink for it. And that's about it. There is a bit more going on here, but I'll let you discover that for yourself. For now, it's time to see how gameplay fares. So let's see how well I can explain this game. Mark of the Ninja is a 2D stealth platformer. You travel through each level filling objectives which can range from acquiring items, killing people, or opening up pathways to your next objective. Combat is an option, but it's a very, very bad idea. You don't have much health and can't directly kill enemies without first knocking them down. Trust me, if you want to get anywhere in this game, you're taking the stealth approach. Sneaking up on enemies and silently taking them out, climbing on walls and ceilings, and generally staying out of sight is the best way to succeed. Light plays a major element of the gameplay as well. You are invisible to the enemy in darkness and can easily distinguish which areas are in light and which are in darkness. If an enemy catches a glimpse of you or sees something suspicious, they will approach it and examine the area around it. If for some reason they catch you, they will raise the alert signal and attempt to take you out. This applies for sound as well. If you can see a circle indicating where sound will travel, and if any enemies are in that circle, they'll be alerted to it and try to investigate it. At the start of each mission, you have access to a limited amount of items to choose from. Your tattoos have enhanced your senses and will allow you to stop time to see what your weapons can affect. By default, you always have kunai with you to break lights, power sources, and serve as a way to provoke guards from a distance. You also get a grappling hook that allows you to quickly reach certain spots, and hang from it to reach otherwise inaccessible areas. As you progress through the game, you unlock more items which can range from stealth tools such as smoke bombs and flares, to offensive weapons like spike traps and...
That poor soul will make a lot of noise before the insects finish them off.
They're all over me! At the end of each level, your performance is graded based on certain accomplishments, such as how many guards you killed, how many you passed by undetected, and how many times you sucked at being a ninja. These determine your score at the end of the level, which can give you points to upgrade your gear, get new abilities, and purchase new items, including the almighty cardboard box. Each stage also contains 3 hidden scrolls that provide some backstory on the Hisamu clan, and mini-objectives that can give the players seals. These seals unlock new playstyles which can alter your abilities. Are you a more aggressive player that enjoys killing all the guards? Try the Path of Might. Want to put your skills as a ninja to the test? The Path of Silence is the path for you. It lets the player experiment and adjust the gameplay to their liking while not making it any easier, which is rather impressive. It's one of the many aspects of the game that I feel places it a cut above the rest compared to other stealth games. So what do I like about this game? Almost everything! I love the use of light and sound as stealth mechanics and how clear it is shown to the player. The different paths for the player to choose from adds a ton of replay value, and the sheer variety of options there are in clearing stages is amazing. You can clear entire stages without ever harming a soul, or you can go on a bloodlust-filled killing spree and murder everyone instead. The different types of items your ninja can carry also add some cool twists to gameplay. If I ever get stuck between a rock and a hard place, I can use a smoke bomb for a quick getaway. If I encounter a strong enemy and I don't feel confident taking him down myself, I can use the nightmare fuel to kill him instead. Plus, with more enemy types and stage mechanics being introduced in every level, it never feels stale. Though that doesn't mean that everything in this game is perfect. In terms of downsides, there thankfully isn't much to talk about here. The controls are fine for what they are, but there have been certain situations where I was attempting to switch from a wall to a ceiling and wound up entering a vent that was placed too close. The levels themselves I feel are well designed, but one specific type of enemy just absolutely infuriates me. That would be the dogs. My god, the fucking dogs. These canines can detect your scent, which means they can track you even if you're in darkness and can easily cause the guards to go on high alert if you aren't careful. Lastly, there have been a few cases where I was jumping from certain locations and wasn't able to alter my trajectory to avoid raising the alarm, or worse, getting killed. It doesn't happen too often, but it is something that bothers me. Though overall, I feel these issues hardly detract from the good sides of the game. Overall, I feel Mark of the Ninja does a fantastic job as a stealth game. It gives the player a diverse set of tools to use, has good enemy variety, and interesting gimmicks to make each stage memorable. Despite the small issues I had while playing, I had a great experience with the game and feel it is worth anyone's time. I just wish it was on more systems. A 5 out of 5. It's a fantastic game that shouldn't be overlooked.